Today, we're going to be looking into the future. Specifically, we'll be taking a look at some of the technologies that we predict are going to be shaping our world in the 2030. Some of these technologies may seem like science fiction, but trust me, they are going to become a reality sooner than you think. Also, if you are new here, welcome and subscribe to the channel to get notified on video updates and earn yourself a lifetime of happiness. Satellite constellation. A few years ago, Elon Musk's SpaceX launched the first batch of 60 satellites as part of their Starlink project. Today, there is a constellation of over 2,000 satellites already up in the low Earth orbit, with a plan of inserting 40,000 to 50,000 more in the coming years. This may sound like a crazy idea, but it's not without its merits. Currently, the internet travels through undersea optical fiber cables that crisscross the world's oceans. Unfortunately, this leads to many transmission inefficiencies, as delivery is reliant on physical wires. This is also why it is impossible to provide every square inch of the planet with internet connectivity. There are various spots on the Earth currently where you can't get internet access. Satellite constellations are an ideal solution to these two problems. Imagine a giant canopy of satellites covering the entirety of Earth, beaming down the internet even in the remotest of places. This universal access to the internet will have profound effects on our society, especially in the developing world, as information becomes readily available. Hydrogen fuel cells. Hydrogen fuel cells are a type of energy storage device that converts the chemical energy of hydrogen into electricity. One of the main advantages of hydrogen fuel cells is that they are highly efficient and energy dense. In fact, they are twice as efficient as an internal combustion engine running on fossil fuels. In addition, the byproduct of a hydrogen fuel cell is especially water instead of toxic gases, making them a very environmentally friendly option. In comparison, hydrogen fuel cells are significantly more efficient than their EV counterparts because they are free from the constraints of lithium-ion batteries. Industry experts believe that hydrogen fuel cells could be used to power everything from cars and trucks to homes and businesses in the future. This will have a significant impact on reducing greenhouse emissions and fulfilling global decarbonization goals. Artificial intelligence and robotics. The holy grail of AI research has always been general AI. This all-encompassing hive mind is self-aware and commands intelligence equal to a person. Although scientists are still a few years away from an AI like that, we have had tremendous success with narrow AIs. Those have already started to have a significant impact on our world. For example, narrow AI is already being used daily to power systems like spam filters, Google Maps, and virtual assistants such as Siri and Cortana. Humanity has also successfully managed to pair AI with robotics, another field that has seen a boom in development over the last decade. As scientists progress with sensors and actuate technologies, we can create ever more realistic and practical robots to perform human tasks. These robots with AI are being used in various settings such as manufacturing, healthcare, and retail, with technologies like fully self-driving cars and humanoid robots on the horizon. This decade will be crucial for AI and robotics technologies. With the right investments, these technologies have the potential to change our world in ways we can't even imagine. Self-healing concrete. Shifting to the world of construction, self-healing concrete is an emerging technology that has the potential to totally alter the way we build infrastructure. This new type concrete can automatically repair itself when cracks appear. The key ingredient to this special concrete is yeast. When mixed with regular cement, the yeast goes into a dormant state. However, once the concrete cracks and water seeps in, the yeast becomes active again and produces calcium carbonates. This process fills up the gaps and prevents further damage. This is a massive development, as it would mean that roads, buildings, and other concrete structures will be able to last much longer without the need for constant maintenance, making our building much safer. This is also allowing us to save a lot of time and effort that can be redirected towards other developments. The technology is currently in its developmental stages, but it might soon become a standard construction material worldwide. Natural language processing. Natural language processing is a branch of artificial intelligence. It's that deals with the interaction between computers and humans using natural language. NLP is used to build applications that can understand human language and respond in a natural way for humans. If this sounds easy, it is not. We humans can use language easily because our brains are adjusted by millions of years of evolution. But it is challenging to teach a computer how to hold a fluent conversation, recognizing gestures, context, and cultural cues. All things that we humans use to express meaning and ideas. NLP is still in its early days, but it has come a long way in recent years. Currently, one of the most exciting applications of NLP is chatbot. Chatbots are computer programs that mimic human conversation. They are commonly used to simulate a human's conversation in online customer service. In the future, NLP will become increasingly important as humans rely more and more on artificial intelligence to help them with their day-to-day tasks. Floating farms. The world's population is projected to reach 9 billion by 2050. This means that we'll need to produce 70% more food than we do today just to keep up with demand. But as our population continues to grow, the amount of arable land per person is shrinking. This presents a real challenge for feeding the world's growing population in the future. But one potential solution to this problem is the concept of floating farms. Floating farms are a type of agriculture conducted on platforms or badges that float on water. This type of farming has several advantages over traditional farming methods. It doesn't require large tracts of land for starters, which is increasingly becoming a scarce resource. It also allows farmers to take advantage of otherwise unused space such as lakes, reservoirs, and oceans. In addition, floating farms are less susceptible to drought and can purify water by filtering out pollutants. The concept of floating farms is still in its infancy. Still, if successful, it can forever change the way that humans farm and solve the global food crisis. Graphene. Graphene is a material and has often been hailed as the wonder material of the 21st century, and for a good reason too. Graphene is an allotrope of carbon, meaning it's made up of only carbon atoms. But unlike other allotropes such as charcoal or diamond, graphene is a single layer of carbon atoms arranged in hexagonal lattice. This makes it the thinnest material, but don't be fooled by its delicate appearance. Graphene is considered the world's thinnest, strongest, and most conductive material for electricity and heat. It's also one of the lightest and most flexible materials ever discovered. All these properties making a very attractive material for several industries, with potential applications in electronic energy storage and construction. Since its discovery in 2004, graphene has been the subject of intense research, with many different applications being developed currently. These applications include water filtration, desalination, ultra-fast charging batteries, heat sinks for electronic devices, aerospace materials, wearable, and even artificial muscles. The scope of graphene-based products is virtually limitless, and scientists have only just begun to scratch the surface. Quantum computing. Quantum computing is the exploitation of collective properties of quantum states such as superposition and entanglement to perform computation. In simple terms, quantum computing can solve problems faster and more accurately than even modern supercomputers. While this technology is still in its nascent stages, we can expect quantum computing to be the backbone of most of the emerging technologies of the future. First, it can make big data more manageable. It could cut costly and complex development times of various new technologies. Through speedy simulations, finally, it may make it possible to manage and solve problems. The potential implications of quantum computing are mind-boggling. With the ability to solve complex problems, it has the potential to revolutionize almost every industry from healthcare, finance to cybersecurity and logistics. Do you think this is what the future technologies of inventions will look like? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and continue watching similar videos by clicking on one of the cards on your screen. See you in the next one. Cheers!